life. I don't know what to do. I'm nervous. I'm scared.
Rolling.
Hello and welcome to Outlandish. Thank you, Dusty Schiefer, for that wonderful promo. Yes, it's been years since I covered 3 Rivers Festival. Last time I covered 3 Rivers Festival was back in '05, I think. Well, it's 2012. You see a brand new Jeff. Of course, you see me with glasses, but tonight I'm going to try to get some exclusive interviews with some vendors. Hopefully back in the day when I had interviews with the vendors back then, too. I'm going to get interviews with people who's coming down here. Right now we're at Fryman Square. We're going to go to Headwaters Park. We're going to go everywhere. We're going to try to get some interviews. Come on. Don't be afraid to walk in front of the camera. Have fun. So this is Outlandish at 3 Rivers Festival this year. I'm going to have some exclusive interviews with vendors and hopefully some people down here that's coming to watch 3 Rivers Festival. This has been Outlandish. Stay tuned for some more exclusive interviews. I would say L-I-V-E lot, but we're pre-taped. How was that? Hi, Mom. Hello, here I am, Jeff Landis at 3 Rivers Festival at Fryman Square. Man, I have so many memories of Fryman Square, from doing shows here, from wrestling to et cetera, to be continued. But tonight I have a special guest. Talking about 3 Rivers Festival, Diane Stein. Now, how long have you been at 3 Rivers Festival? I mean, through the whole years that it's been around.
22.
22. Now, what would you change about 3 Rivers Festival? I mean, is there anything that you could change? If you had the power, what would you change about that and how?
I would have it back the way it was about 22 years ago, with the junk food alley literally in the alley right behind the Art Museum and Civic Theater, where it was, and that's where it belongs, because this, for the past couple years, it has sucked.
Well, this is here to give your opinion so people can know, hey, this is what you change about it. Now, did you see the parade at all this year?
I have never been to the parade.
Never? Why is that? Because you kind of figure it's tradition to go to the parade. Why haven't you been to the parade?
Sleeping.
Well, this is your truth opinion. This has been Jeff Landis. Oh, yeah, I got to do my normal shots out list, and I'm not doing it, but who would you like to give a shout out to?
Shout out to my mom, my friends. Hey, guys, what's up? You guys come down here, beautiful day, but we need the rain. Please, please, rain.
Not during the show.
Not during the show, right, but come on. Gorgeous day out. Art in the Park's awesome. You got to come down. You also got to see Chalk Walk, because some of the artists for the past couple years have been amazing.
Nice. This has been Jeff Landis. You will get some more exclusive interviews. I'm going to take you to a promo to where I got the crap beat out of me by Mr. Main Event. Roll that footage.
I forgot to say it before. Try to get just a little bit closer to him when you're interviewing. Thank you.
Here, I'll get to your height.
Speed.
Oh, okay. This is a special edition of Outlandish, the life and death of FWWA. You've seen exclusive interviews from Sean Armstrong, Kid X, hopefully from Antonio Jenkins, but we're getting an interview with somebody who I'm surprised, I'm really, really surprised that she's willing to do this interview. I thought she would give me the big FU sign, forget you, I'm not going to do it. She's breaking her silence, and I'm not mean fart in silence, but she's breaking her silence here on Outlandish. Well, not Outlandish, the life and death of FWWA. Now, explain to everybody, what did you do in FWWA and what were your duties, and I'm going to have you hold the mic and do it.
Okay. Well, my duties at FWWA, I was co-owner with Sean Armstrong, Antonio Jenkins, myself, and John Dreamer. And we started, I don't know, back in 2003, 2004, maybe? Something to that effect. We're trying to go professional because, yes, I admit it, I did start out in the yard up on Reservoir Hill with Outlandish's federation. I have no problem saying that, unlike some other people who, even professionals, have problems saying that they even started back in the yard. But I admit it, I have no problem saying that. And then we all wanted to turn professional, so we started a group, Fort Wayne Wrestling All-Stars.
Now, the question is, everybody wants to know, I've heard rumors saying the fact is that you wanted it to be all about you. I've heard that it wanted to be all about that person, that person. Was ego really a big problem in it? In my opinion, I think it was ego and who wanted to get over. That's just my opinion. What's your opinion about that?
There was some ego, but it wasn't, I didn't want it all about me. I wanted it all about the wrestlers. I cared about the guys. I didn't want anyone getting hurt. I want to make sure that our federation was up to par and what we needed to do to give the best entertainment to the fans. But some people decided to take over and not listen to what myself and Sean and Tony were trying to say and try and do for the federation. We were trying to do our best, and it just went to heck in a handbasket.
Well, TVMA, you can say hell. But, see, the thing is, I want to know personally. I've asked Sean this, I've asked John this, I've asked everybody else. We're going to find out from what John's going to say. But why did you guys shaft me? After all, like I said, no ego, nothing like that. I had a name, I could draw a crowd. Why did I get the shaft?
The truth, my opinion.
I'm not going to get hurt.
Sorry. My opinion.
I'm not going to get hurt. I've heard it all.
Bruiser Jr. gave us our first shot in the ring at his show at Sunset Hall. Jeff and Sean and me were in that ring. He gave us our first shot to be in the ring and see what we can do. After that, after being in a professional ring and seeing how it all ran, I never went back into the yard. I never did that. Jeff, you, Kid X, and a bunch of the other guys, instead of going more professional because you were in the ring, you guys went back into the yard. You don't do that. That blew your reputation and what everyone thought of you. And you got your chance, which is amazing, and you're working with a good group of guys now, FEW, shout out to them. They have a show outside in the baseball park, right?
Yeah, coming up.
Coming up outside at the baseball park out Maple Crest in that one park. I didn't do anything after that, but my very best friend, Greg, Big Daddy Dean, Mean Mike, and Garrick Walker, Bipolar, trained me, and they let me into their circle, into their ring and everything, and I've never looked back. I've been with them for about 16 years. I've been in the business for at least 17, 18 years.
That's good. So now what I've seen, and as a friend and as a coworker or whatever, etc., whatever I've done, everything with you guys pretty much. Was there too much personal stuff involved, like love triangles? He said, she said bullshit. What's your opinion about how that all turned about, especially when you guys had something going good, and did that really tear it apart? Like I said, don't be afraid. No, nothing's going to happen. Just don't be afraid. Is that what tore FWA apart? No lies, no bullshit. Tell the truth.
Yeah. There was some personal problems, some personal things going on. I don't want to give names, but they know who they are. I'm not like that.
Right.
I don't want to put anything because I still talk to the one guy. We're still kind of friends. Once everything started in that triangle, things started falling apart with the business. We kind of had it up to here with the one person, and we kind of were burned out and didn't want to do it anymore, and it was a lot of problems.
Would you be willing to do at least one more show to go out professionalism-wise, make sure that everybody knows, hey, we're not here to leave a bad taste in your mouth, we're here to do it? If you had opportunity, would you do it?
Yes, I would definitely love to do one last show for FWWA. Go out the way we came in with a bang. We'll see what we can do, but like I said, for years and years, Fort Wayne is a real tough place to be in for wrestling. But if we can get a good group of guys together, I would love to do it.
This has been Jeff Landis with Lethal Injection. This has been her side of the story. Finally, she's broke her silence. What gives? Who knows? Like I said, you're going to see all kinds of exclusive interviews from wrestlers, from independent wrestlers, from vendors to everybody else who's worked for the FWA. Like I said, this is a different subject of what I'm doing now. So stay tuned for some more in-depth stuff that they're not going to cut, stuff that's going to be so hot that Harlem Heat wish they never tagged up. That's probably the dumbest thing I said besides the Raw meat thing. But stay tuned for Life and Death of FWA. Yeah, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that, transfer that.
What channel is this?
57 and 20. I'll let you know when I get it. Hello, here I am on Outlandish. Jeff Landis along with.
Katie Flaco.
Now, what are you doing here at the Rivers Festival?
We are here to promote our winery with some delicious, refreshing tasting wines.
And actually, here they are right here.
Yes, they are right here. I will go ahead and let you try our #1 selling wine. It is called Reggae Red. It is one of our popular this summer. It is refreshing, very fruity, sweet, so it hits a lot of the demographic, especially on a hot day like today. It goes down really easy.
I'm going to try it and see what it tastes like. Whoa. Ooh. Ooh. Good thing I won't be buzzing now. It's really good. Now, is this your first year at the Rivers Festival?
Yes, it is our first year.
Do you guys want to come back here and, years on years down? I mean, if you see fit, if possible?
Oh yeah, so far we've off to a great start today. We were here this morning around 11, and ever since then we've had a nonstop crowd being happy to sample some of our wines. So it's been a good experience so far.
Now, where could we get your wine at? Like what locations are, because people on TV be like, maybe I want to try some. Where would be some good places?
A good place to stop by would be your local retail outlets, where you normally grocery shop or where you buy liquor or beer and wine on normally. So you could go to Kroger or Meijer or Marsh, as well as Cap and Cork and any other liquor stores in the area.
Now, do you do any festivals, or is this just the 3 Rivers Festival is like your very first time?
This is our first time at this festival here, but we do festivals year-round. You'll find us all over the state in many cities promoting our great, amazing wines.
Now, what do you think about Fort Wayne so far and the people? And like I said, this is a show where you're honest. We're completely different from the news. So, what do you think about the Fort Wayne people?
They seem to be really great, especially the people organizing this event. They were very welcoming and helping us set up today and getting us kind of set up for everything that we haven't personally experienced before, so that they were great to work with. And all the customers we've had today have seemed to have been really great. Happy to be here, excited people, so great area.
All right, now one thing is, I noticed this when I came here, you asked for everybody for ID. Can you explain to everybody why you asked for the IDs, whether or not, hey, I'm going to try some?
Yes, it's kind of fun to see a wine booth at an event like this, but you also have to be responsible about it. So we are asking to see IDs, so if people do come by, make sure you bring your wallet and have a photo ID on you so we can go ahead and check, make sure that's valid for you to try some of the wines.
Yeah, we want everybody out there to know on TV land, if you come here and try to taste the wine, have to have an ID. If not, then just think of the taste itself. Now, before we go, who'd you like to say hi to?
Hi. I guess to the winery back home. Wish you guys could be out here having a good time with us.
All right, this has been Jeff Landis along with
Katie Flake.
We'll see you back with some more exclusive interviews. I would say LIV live, but we are pre-taped. Thank you.
Did you want to try this other one?
Yeah.
The Riesling?
Thank you, Mr. Main Event, for kicking my butt. But here I am, Jeff Landis on Outlandish along with
Kelly Hake and Katie Hake.
Now, how long have you guys been down at 3 Rivers Festival? And I'm not talking about tonight. I'm just talking about today, not tonight. I'm talking about just in general.
I've been coming down to the festival since I was about born, so about 27 years.
Same for me, about 20 years.
Damn, that's time flies, I guess.
Right?
Now, since you've been here throughout all the years, what could you change? What would you change about it? I'm saying, I'm giving you the power to be like, hey, the people that's watching, what could you change about it? If you had the power and be like, hey, I want to change this, what would you change?
I would try to get better bands for the tents.
All right, and you?
I agree, better bands.
All right, now since there's Fort got a whole bunch of talent, what kind of bands do you want to see?
I would like to see a big national acts rather than the one-hit wonders. I would like to see bands that have had a variety of hits.
I agree.
You can definitely tell their sisters; they agree on everything. Before we go, who'd you guys like to say hi to, or shots out to?
I would like to give a shout out to my father, Tim Hake.
And my brothers, Patrick and Johnny.
They're keeping it in the family. Thank you. Thank you for coming on Outlandish.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I just found out she's watched my show like back in when I was back in the day when I was young. But this has been Jeff Landis. I'm gonna take you to promo to where Tishi's with Brett. So hit it.
Thank you.
I'm on Ben's. Hello, welcome back to Outlandish. Yes, the time is almost up, but I've got one more exclusive interview. Here I am, Jeff Landis, along with.
Jason Saladin.
Now, what do you do here at 3 Rivers Festival? What's your booth all about?
Right now, this is primarily a Mexican booth. Other festivals I do, other things like steak burgers and lemon shake-ups and fruit smoothies. Right now, I'm primarily Mexican type of food, walking tacos. I call them a taco in a bag. I mean, it's the same thing. I'm doing the grilled quesadillas. I'm doing the street tacos here.
And now, is this your first time being here at 3 Rivers Festival?
Yeah, this is my first time at the festival. I've known about the festival for many years, never participated. I'm from Indianapolis, so I do a lot of festivals around Indianapolis. And so I had a little break during this period and inquired about the festival, and they had a space. So, yeah, it's my first year.
Now, how would you compare? I know Indianapolis is a bigger city than Fort Wayne, but how would you compare from Indianapolis to here when you do your venues?
Well, I mean, what I've seen thus far, I mean, I got here late last night and was here till probably 11 or 12 setting up. But from what I see right now, I mean, this is a really nice festival. I mean, they do a really good job at it.
Is there anything that you could change about it from being here so far, or are you just now looking at the outlook of it and figuring, hey, maybe things have changed? Or if you had the power to change anything about the festival, what would that be and why?
Well, I mean, I don't really see anything right now. I mean, obviously, vendors are here to make money and be in business. And so, more of a steady crowd, I mean, always helps. So, but I mean, there's a lot of things going on, and I went over yesterday and walked the food alley and the carnival over there, and that was really nice. And from what I see, I really enjoy it. Yeah.
So will we see you here next year?
I believe so. I mean, from where I stand right now, and from what I've seen just from a short period today, yeah, I'll be back next year.
All right, now the fans are still wondering in their head, what is walking taco and how do you make them?
Well, you start with the Frito bags. Before it used to be called the grab bag or big grab bag. It's a food service 2 ounce. I've seen other vendors use a smaller bag, but I want to give everybody a nice portion, so I use the larger bags, and I can demonstrate that.
Okay, yeah, if a cameraman can. Let me know when you're.
Okay, back up to speed, guys.
Now?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I start with the big Frito bag, the grab bag. I take the scissors, I cut the corner off, and then it makes it easier to cut the top rather than cutting the top off. That's the way I prefer to do it. And from there, I put a base of lettuce. I'm going to put a nice amount of lettuce in the bag there.
I'm going to go this way.
And primarily, most of your concessionaires will put like a ground beef. Today I happen to have grilled chicken and grilled steak because I'm doing the street tacos as well. So I've offered that as an additional option today. But primarily I use the ground beef, seasoned ground beef. So we're going to put a nice amount in there, 1 to 2 ounces. From there, some vendors will use shredded cheese. I already have the nacho cheese and it's worked well for me. A lot of people enjoy it with the nacho cheese, so that's what I prefer to use. So just squirt some nacho cheese in there. And then other concessionaires will use diced tomatoes. I prefer to use like I said, I've had good luck with it. It's a mild taco sauce. It's not real chunky. A lot of people don't like the tomatoes because it's chunky, so this is nice and smooth, and the kids enjoy it too.
Now, is this a very popular item everywhere you go?
This is one of my most popular items, yeah. I mean, this and probably lemon shake-ups, which I'm not doing here, but lemon shake-ups and the walking tacos have probably got to be 1 and 2 in terms of popularity. And then I just top it off with sour cream. And, I mean, everything that I'm putting on here is optional. It's up to the customer, whatever they want. I mean, some of the smaller kids, I've put just meat and cheese. I've put just meat. I've put chips and cheese. Obviously, that's not a true walking taco, but, it makes the kids happy. And if that's what they're going to eat, then that's, mom and dad are happy. So then other than that, I'm going to give them a napkin. put a napkin under here because it gets very hot.
Oh, yeah. It looks kind of messy too.
It is. But, you know, messy's good. People like that. So, and then I'll just drop a fork in here. My forks are actually in here now.
Good thing the trailer's big enough.
Yeah, and then there you go. There's a walking taco.
All right, before we go, who'd you like to say hi to? Friends, family?
Sure. You know, I'm not sure how they're going to view this. Maybe online. Do you have online?
Yes. I got stuff
Yeah,
online
yeah.
too.
So I'm going to say hi to my wife, Londa, my kids, Miles and Malia, and the rest of my family in Indy. Hello.
All right, this has been the very last. You're gonna see several more episodes of Outlandish here at the Rivers Festival. This is the very last segment of this one, so we'll see you guys next week. Roll the footage. Welcome to Outlandish, yes, the second edition of 3 Rivers Festival, man, and I gotta say this, it feels giddy great to be back here. Last show we had great exclusive interviews, and we had you know, people who was there to entertain. We got people, we got vendors, we got everybody here tonight, at 3 Rivers Festival. Man, I am so glad. I think I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to make this a year thing, doing Outlandish at 3 Rivers Festival. What do you think, cameraman? Should we do this every year? I think every year we're going to cover the festival once again. You see, this place is crowded, man. It's like, you know, this is the only time when Fort Wayne gets together is when we have a great festival like this. We see cops riding around. We see people munching like it's 420 tonight. You know, I said today on Outlandish, you're going to see exclusive interviews. I just want to say a special thank you to Dusty C for that great promo, and also like her on Facebook. Speaking of that, since I didn't say this on the last show, like me, Jeff Landis on Facebook. Thank you very much. You'll see some more great exclusive interviews. As a matter of fact, we're going to go to, man, Mr. Main Event can't leave me alone. Yeah, I got Mr. Main Event beating me up.
Is that the end?
Yeah. Hey, it's me on Outlandish. Yes, I told you I'd get some vendors from back in the day when I first started doing this when I was 14 years old. Here I am along with Mike Pence. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you.
Same here. Man, I can't believe how small I was interviewing you, 14 years old.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, quite a few years.
And now I'm 31 and you're still here. The question I want to know is, you know, throughout the years I've been here, and you've been here for how long again?
We started the third annual festivals, and we've been here ever since.
Wow. That's been a long time. Now, earlier we were just talking about, you know, what do you think about the festival compared to back then to what it is now?
There's been a lot of changes, location changes, some vendor changes. It's changed in some respects for the better, some respects not so good, but overall it's still a nice festival.
Now, throughout all these years, what has drawn you to come back to Fort Wayne? Because I know you do several other festivals, but what draws you back to 3 Rivers Festival?
Well, we of course like to have the continuity in our route traveling during the summer, but you know, we've made a lot of friends over the years. It's always pretty good business. We enjoy Fort Wayne. The people are nice, so we continue to come back.
That's very true. Now, what could you change about the festival this year, or any time? What could you change about it? If they were to come to you and say, "Hey, Mike, you have the power to change one thing about the festival, what would that be, and why?"
Ooh, that's a tough question. I would be a little more selective on entertainment. Maybe a little more selective on the vendors that are selling products down here. But other than that, I'm in the food business, so I don't want to try to tell a festival organization what to do.
That's completely understandable. Now, tell everybody to just refresh your memory, like, what do you sell and what do you do here at 3 Rivers Festival?
Well, we have 4 trailers, which sells a variety of products, caramel corn, popcorn, the cotton candy, caramel and candy apples, and then we have a couple of fresh squeezed lemonade shake-up concessions. And then we also have one concession that sells all types of sandwiches, corn dogs, and drinks.
Now, will we see you here next year at 3 Rivers Festival?
Well, that's the plan right now. You know, times change things, but we'll probably be here, sure. After 40-some years, we're probably not going to change.
Oh, yeah, that's a long time. Now, before we go, who'd you like to say hi to? Friends, family?
Sure. Say hi to my family that's in town. That lives here.
All right, this has been Jeff Landis along with Mike Pence. I'm sure next year, if I continue on doing, I think I really miss doing the festivals, interviewing everybody. I mean, it's changed a lot since then. I mean, since I grew up and more laid back now, I think next year I'm going to do this a lot. So stay tuned for some more exclusive interviews from Jeff Landis. Thank you for watching Outlandish, and stay tuned for some great interviews. See, I'm more comfortable in front of the camera now than what I was. I'm not so scared. I appreciate you actually doing this, Mike, because